is going on, comic book fans? Guys and girls, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Final Order Cutoff Highlights video. This is your early look into what books are available on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. And if you like them, you can pre-order these books and save up to 20 to 35% off the cover price of all open order books. And who doesn't want to save a little bit of money that we can reinvest back into the hobby? You know I love doing that, and that's why I make this video. And I also want to make this video so that way you guys have all the information, so that way we can share in this just passion and love for comic books. And man, there are some amazing covers that is on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. There is a little bit of speculation, so if that's your jam, stick around to the middle of the video. And at the end of today's video, I will cover any new #1 that I think sounds really cool, that I think you and me should be pre-ordering. So that way we can support the book, support the creators, support this hobby. Alright guys, let's not waste any more time. Let's get this video started with taking a look at all the amazing covers with my cover lover picks. Now, one thing that I did forget to mention at the beginning of this video is that if you want to pre-order any of these books, you guys need to get your pre-orders in by July 21st of 2025, which is this upcoming Monday. And you have until either 5 or 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, guys, let's go ahead and kick this cover lover list off with Death of the Silver Surfer, issue #3 with the 1:25 ratio variant done by Simone Bianchi, or is it Simon Bianchi? I don't know. But guys, this cover is amazing. And I'm not a huge fan of this guy's art. I think some of his stuff is absolutely incredible, and then some of his stuff is not so much, and this one is one of those incredible ones. It's so good. After that, Fantastic Four, issue #1 with the second print 1:25 ratio variant. It's a virgin, and it's done by Scotty Young. The fact that we're already on a second print 1:25 is crazy, but it's also awesome, and I love that they picked the Scotty Young variant for this, and I hope, because this is a connecting cover set, I'm hoping they're going to pick all of them for the full connecting cover set to do the virgins. I think that would be awesome, and it will make this book more popular. All right, guys, after that, Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, issue #2 with the 1:25 ratio variant done by Andre Sorrentino. So good. And we just had 3 1:25 ratio variants in a row. Crazy. After that, Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, issue #2, the Marvelized Ghost Rider Zilla variant done by Dave Watcher, and it is awesome. It is Ghost Rider Godzilla. How cool is that? After that, Imperial #3, the variant cover done by Scotty Young. We got Black Panther, like little Black Panther kitty on an asteroid. He looks so scared, and it's so awesome. After that, Marvel Swimsuit Special, Friends, Foes, and Rivals, issue #1 with the second print 1:25 black and white virgin ratio variant done by J. Scott Campbell. This is gorgeous. Really, really like that. After that, Marvel Swimsuit Special, Friends, Foes, and Rivals, issue #1 with the second print variant done by Alexander Lozano. Now this, I love Lozano. Lozano is so good. Now, this is not as good as Supergirl cover, but man, it is really, really good. I believe this is supposed to be Emma Frost or whatever her name is. You know, the girl can turn into diamonds. So good. After that, X-Men of Apocalypse Alpha, issue #1 with the variant, the 1:50 virgin, and the 1:200 spot color virgin variants done by Joe Madureira. I'm totally butchered that. I'm sorry, Joe. But man, this cover is so good. This version of Wolverine is incredible. After that, Venom Black, White, and Blood, issue #1, the variant in the 1:100 virgin ratio variant done by Peach Momoko. I really like the depiction of the little girl, but the Venom behind her is not so cool. But the little girl in the front is really good. After that, we get the Amazing Spider-Man issue #10 with the variant cover done by DK Ruan. Now this just could be me. I'm a huge DK fan, so I love all of his stuff. The city looks amazing. His Spider-Man looks a little like boxy in the shoulders, but the action pose is so good. After that, the last Marvel cover, it's Venom Black, White, and Blood, issue #1 with the variant cover done by Sanford Green. Again, I'm just a huge Sanford Green fan, and I think this is so cool. Not like the coolest thing I've ever seen in the world, but, you know, it's worthy of me sharing this with you guys. All right, let's move on to the DC covers. Next up, Absolute Batman, issue #11 with the cover D. It's a 1:25 ratio variant done by Clay Mann. We got Absolute Bane. Bane right there, kicking the crap out of Batman. So good. After that, Action Comics issue number 1089, the cover B variant, done by none other than D.K. Ruan. It's a negative space variant, and it's so good. I love the smirk on Superman's face. And in this current arc of Superman, he is a young kid, and he's like a nice young depiction right here. It's so good. After that, Action Comics issue number 1089, the cover C variant, done by Dustin Nguyen. Again, amazing. I might like this one a little bit more, even though I like the colors on the cover B, done by DK a little bit more, but the pose, the way he's drawn, I think I like a little bit better here. After that, Aquaman, issue number 8, the cover C, done by Edwin Galmon. So good. Next up, Peacemaker presents The Vigilante and Eagerly double feature, issue number 5, the cover B variant, done by David Talaski. I believe this book was on last week's FOC and it just got delayed because I've definitely spoken about this cover before. And I love it because obviously Peacemaker came out of his trailer naked, and the Vigilante and Eagerly are like, ah! So good. After that, Supergirl, issue number 4 with the cover B variant, done by Archer. Not my favorite, but still really good. Now, this next cover is another cover for Supergirl issue number 4, and this is the one done by Ejikure. It's the cover C, and if you flip back and forth between these two, you can tell that Ejikure is a student of Archer, and because they look so much alike, even though I don't know for sure if they are a student, but man, this almost looks like exactly like an earlier version of like what Archer would have done. It's so crazy. After that, Blood and Thunder, issue number 4, the cover C, which is the 1:10 ratio variant, done by Addie Tong. All these covers done by Addie Tong, I think, are so good, and this one is just another banger, in my opinion. After that, Bug Wars, issue number 6, the cover B variant, done by Mike Del Mundo. Huge Mike Del Mundo fan, so obviously this cover's on the list, and just the action in this is so good, and I'm personally loving this story. Even though there is, this book is known as the Dong book down in the Discord because there are a lot of penises. There's just so many penises throughout this whole entire book, but it's still an amazing book. So much action and just gruesome gore and guts, and I don't know, it's so good. After that, Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger Spawn, issue number 8, the cover A, done by Bjorn Barends. Epic. That is so good. After that, High Street, issue number 8, the cover C variant, done by Kyle Hotz. Again, this is another one of those books which I've definitely spoken about before, and it just got delayed. This one features, I cannot think of this guy's name, but he's basically like the Frankenstein of High Street, and it's so good. After that, High Street, issue number 8, the cover D, which is the 1:20 ratio variant, done by Ivan Rios. Another one of those cereal box variants. After that, King Spawn, issue number 48, the cover A, which is done by Kaibar. Again, just an awesome King Spawn cover. After that, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 11, the cover C variant, done by Juan Fiera. Another book that I think that was delayed. And I also like the cover E, done by Carl Kirsch. And I know I spoke about this one because it's like one of those sports variants, and I'm not a huge sports variant type comic book guy, but this cover is really good. Next up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder, issue number 1 with the cover A, in the cover E foil variant, done by Matteo Santaluco. So good. I also like the cover C in the 1:25 black and white ratio variant, done by Kel New. Also awesome. And obviously we're going to have another DK Ruin cover on here. I also like the 1:50 ratio variant, done by DK. So good. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap this up with 5, which is every single cover for Transformers issue number 23. So we're just going to run through these real quick. First up, did I say quick again? I keep saying quick wrong. First up, the cover A, done by Daniel Warren Johnson. Awesome. Next up, the cover B variant, done by Jorge Corona, with the Autobots on the cover. So good. Next up, the cover C variant, which is a connecting cover set. This is the 1:10 ratio variant, done by David Nakayama. Awesome. After that, the cover D, which is the 1:25 ratio variant, done by Doug Menke. Awesome. After that, the 1:50 ratio variant, which is the cover E, done by Simon Parr, Soundwave, and he's in his radio form, and then you got his, the depiction of him, but it's like kind of in like, I don't know, like sound or whatever. So good. So good. These Simon Parr variants, which are all 1:50s, are epic. And I love that they're picking just these really, really cool covers for the higher ratio variants, even though I'm missing out on buying a lot of them. But the fact that they're taking some of the coolest art and making it more rare is so cool. Alright guys, before we go over to the speculation, I am going to cover some covers that have not had their covers released just yet. And just as another quick reminder, I do record this video way early. So I'm recording this video on Thursday, July 17th of 2025. And you know, all the publishers have until tomorrow, Friday the 18th at 5 p.m. to lock in what books are going to be on this weekend's final order cutoff. And some of the artwork for the covers do not get released until sometimes even over the weekend. So that's something to keep in mind. And these covers do sound like they could be pretty stinking good. First up, we get X-Men of Apocalypse Alpha, issue number 1 with the foil variant done by Linnell Francis Yu. It's Linnell, and these characters from the Apocalypse universe are so cool looking. I can see him just crushing that cover. And then there's a Scotty Young variant for the same book. It's Scotty Young. After that, there is a Torrin Clark variant. Torrin Clark has been crushing it as late. There is a 1:50 ratio variant done by Marco Cicchetto. Come on, Cicchetto on this could be amazing. And there is also a 1:100 ratio variant done by Ed McGuinness for this exact book, which again, Ed McGuinness is awesome. The only other covers that I think could be interesting are the Just Spectacular collection variants, which also have 1:100 ratio variants, all done by J. Scott Campbell. Now, 2 of the 7 total covers available for this collection have been released so far. We have The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 10, which is decent, and we also have Wolverine issue number 12, also available to you guys. Now, the rest of the covers that are not available are The Avengers issue number 29, Bring on the Bad Guys, Dormammu, issue number 1, Death of the Silver Surfer, issue number 3, Imperial, issue number 3, The New Avengers, issue number 3, and Psylocke, issue number 10. So that's all covers that you guys need to make sure you guys are checking tomorrow and throughout the weekend to see if their artwork does get released in time for you to know what it looks like, and then know if you want to pre-order just the trade dress or also go after one of those 1:100 ratio variants. All right, guys, that is everything for my cover lover picks. Let's go ahead and move over to everything that has something in the guts or on the cover for speculation. All right, we're gonna start off with everything that has something in the guts. I was only able to find 4 books that had something a little bit in the guts. Make sure you guys are checking Lefteros, coverprice.com, and the Comic Book Frontier. They're all linked down in the description below for all the rest of the speculation that I missed that's on this weekend's final order cutoff. But let's get this started with Psylocke issue number 10. Now, this has the possible first appearance of the Lady in White. Now, while I was checking Key Collector, I like to double check to see if I missed anything. They did have issue number 9 as the possible first appearance, but it really looks, if you look at this cover, that she is in issue number 10. But I don't read this book, so I'm not sure if she's in issue number 9 or if her first true appearance is going to be in issue number 10. Moving on, Absolute Batman issue number 11 is going to have the origin story for Absolute Bane, and this is going to be absolutely epic. I know some people in the Discord have already read Absolute Batman issue number 10, and they said it was insane. After that, we have Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum, issue number 1. Now, this one is actually pretty cool. This is coming from the creative team behind Image's Ice Cream Man. So that's W. Maxwell Prince as the writer, and I forgot who the artist is, but we'll talk about this book a little bit later. And this is going to feature 4 new Kryptonites have been discovered in deep space, and Superman needs to know just what exactly they do to him. So that could actually be pretty stinking cool. Now that, to me, reads as the first appearance of 4 new Kryptonites, possibly. All right, the final book that has something in the guts, Hyde Street issue number 8. Now this is gonna have the possible first appearance of Dr. Ego. Now I put this as possible because I did ask the guys in the Discord and they said they can confirm that Dr. Ego has not been in Hyde Street up until this point, issue number 8. But I am not 100% sure myself, so I'm putting possible, but there's a good chance this is the first appearance of Dr. Ego. All right, guys, that's everything in the guts. Let's go ahead and cover the cover speculation. First up is Marvel Swimsuit Special, Friends, Foes, and Rivals with the second print variant done by Alexander Lozano. I love this cover. Now, Alexander did have another open order book that did blow up. It was that Superman special featuring Supergirl on the cover. It was amazing. I think this is amazing, so I would keep an eye on this one. But there's also the second print 1:25 ratio, the Virgin black and white done by J. Scott Campbell. That is incredible. And you guys know, second print 1:25s can sell well on the secondary market, especially when a name like, I don't know, J. Scott Campbell is attached to it. Come on, That one right there, I think, is a must-have pickup for any of you speculators. Next up, we have X-Men of Apocalypse Alpha issue number 1 with the 1 in 50 Virgin and the 1 in 200 spot color Virgin variant done by Joe Madureira. These covers are incredible. They are so cool. Now, I'm not sure how popular of a book this is going to be. If this is super popular, there's going to be a lot of copies out there, and the 1 in 50 won't be as rare, but the 1 in 200 will most likely stay more rare. But if this is not a heavily ordered book, both of these could be great pickups. After that, Venom, Black, White, and Blood, issue number 1, the 1 in 100 Virgin ratio variant done by Pete Tromoko. It's a 1 in 100. It's Venom. Could be a good pickup there. After that, Fantastic Four, issue number 1 with the second print, 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Scotty Young. That's a 1 in 25 Virgin ratio variant. Scotty Young, 1 in 25, second print version. Good bet right there. After that, Hyde Street, issue number 8 with the cover D, 1 in 20 ratio variant done by Ivan Rias. The previous cereal box cover sold really well. I think this one will. I think there's going to be 3 or 4 more coming down the pipe. I think all of these are going to be good bets. After that, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder, issue number 1 with the 1 in 50 ratio variant done by D.K. Ruan. Now, I am not 100% sure if this is going to be a good bet or not. I'm putting it out there because I love DK's art. I think Shredder is a really cool character. I haven't read too much of him personally, but I'm really interested in it. Is this book going to be heavily ordered? I have no idea. If it is, then this won't be as rare and won't be as hard to get. But if this book is possibly like, normal ordered or maybe under ordered a little bit, this one will be an awesome pickup in my opinion. Now, we do gotta just mention the J. Scott Campbell Just Spectacular Collection 1 in 100 Virgin ratio variants for the 8 books that are landing on this weekend's final order cutoff. You guys really have to do your own research on these. You do not want to go after every single 1 in 100. I don't think all of them are going to sell well, or maybe at all on the secondary market. I shouldn't say not at all, but they won't sell for a profit. There will be certain ones that will. You got to do your own research. Check the people I mentioned before down in the description below. Go with your gut. If the artwork is absolutely amazing, that one will probably be a good seller. Or if the book is possibly going to be not as ordered, like Wolverine issue number 12, how many stores are ordering 100 copies of that? The artwork is okay. I don't love it, but more other people might. That could be a good one to go after. So make sure you guys are doing your own research. Now, the one other book that I do want to mention, this is more of in the guts, is Absolute Batman issue number 11 with the origin of Absolute Bane in that issue. I want to bring this back up because Dot Comics down in the Discord did make a good point. This book will most likely not sell gangbusters right out of the gate. This is more of like you pick it up, you put it in your long-term spec box. You let it sit there for years. And if this book comes back up, this could be a good book that you put back up in the market in a few years' time if this book gains popularity again. I just wanted to share that little note that Dot Comics shared with me a little bit earlier today with you guys because I think that could be a really smart play. All right, guys, that is everything for speculation. Let's go ahead and move over to the 3 new number 1s on this weekend's final order cutoff that sound really cool that I think you guys should consider pre-ordering for yourselves. All right, guys, each one of these new number 1s sounds really cool. We got 1 DC book, 1 Marvel book, and 1 indie title. One of each. That's pretty cool. First up is the DC book. We got Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum, issue number 1. Now, what has me excited about this book is the creative team of W. Maxwell Prince as the writer and Martin Morazzo as the artist. This is the creative team behind Ice Cream Man, Haha, and there's another book out there that they've done, which is just, they're popular books and they're super cool. Now, I have only read a few issues of Ice Cream Man. I didn't read Haha. So they're not my favorite books, but the fact that they're going to tackle Superman has me pretty excited. Let's go ahead and read the synopsis for this one. The team behind the critically acclaimed Ice Cream Man comes to DC to apply its singular storytelling style to none other than the Man of Steel. 4 new kryptonites have been discovered in deep space, and Superman needs to know just what exactly they do to him, lest the colorful rocks of his home planet fall into evil hands. With Batman at Superman's side, this DC Black Label Superman event explores the consequences of each never-before-seen variety of kryptonite, all in the formal and boundary-pushing fashion that W. Maxwell Prince, Mark Morazzo, and Chris O'Halloran are celebrated for. So that is super cool, and they do confirm in the synopsis each never-before-seen variety of kryptonite. So these have never been used, supposedly, in the DC universe. So that is truly a first appearance in this book of 4 new kryptonites. Now, for variant covers, there is a pretty cool Tula Lote. There's an OK Juan Fiera. The cover D done by Wes Craig, I really don't like that much. Or the cover E done by Alan Ekman Lon. I really don't care for that one as well. My favorite is definitely the Tula Lote. All right, guys, moving on to the Marvel book. X-Men of Apocalypse Alpha, issue number 1. Now, I'm going to come out and say it. Some of you guys are going to be like, Bruce, you're crazy. It's okay. I never read the first version of the Age of Apocalypse. I was not reading comics back then. I didn't start reading comics until like 2003, 2004. So this was before my time. But guys, this sounds super cool. I want to dive into this. This sounds like dope. And the creative team for this book sounds really epic. This is going to be written by Jeff Loeb. Jeff Loeb has a history of telling really great stories. I'm not loving his current Hush story, but I'm hoping this is going to be even better. And this is going to have art by one of my favorite current artists right now, Simon DeMeo. So good. So good. Just the cover A has me hyped. But let's go ahead and read the synopsis for this one. The X-Men of Apocalypse crash into the mainstream Marvel Universe. A dystopian future created when Charles Xavier was killed. Age of Apocalypse is home to a war-torn group of X-Men led by Magneto. In order to free their Earth from Apocalypse's cruel reign, they were willing to sacrifice their very existence, or so they thought. The main timeline was restored, Apocalypse was defeated, but their world lived on. Taking place in the direct aftermath of the original crossover's explosive finale, X-Men of Apocalypse reunites the mission of this iconic reality's X-Men as they journey here to ensure their universe's survival. This desperate mission will take them into the main Marvel Universe, where they will come into conflict with their classic counterparts, forever impacting both teams' destinies. That sounds really cool. Now, part of me does think I should probably go back and read the original stories. I'm sure I can find it in trade and, gobble it up. But last week, I had to read 33 books to make my Wednesday pull list video. This week, 27. When do I have time to fit in like a trade paperback that's probably like gigantic to really take in the full story of Age of Apocalypse? I probably don't have time. I'm just gonna dive into this. I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna have fun. So there's gonna be dope covers. There's gonna be dope ass interiors. It's written by Jeff Loeb. Let's all get excited for this book. Why not? We gotta just open ourselves up to possibly being disappointed, even though Marvel and DC tend to disappoint. Mostly Marvel. But you know what? I'm opening my heart. Come on, Marvel, bring it. Next up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder, issue number 1. Yeah, I'm excited for this. Now, this is coming from the writer of Dan Waiters, who has written some really cool stories in the past. It's gonna have art by Michael Bandini. I'm not sure if I've seen that guy's artwork before. I'll have to look it up while I'm, editing this video. And this just sounds really cool. Let's go ahead and dive straight into the synopsis. As a dark new power rises from the shadows of New York, so does a much darker power return to the city streets for revenge. One of the most terrifying villains in the history of comics is back, and even more deadlier than ever. Returned forever changed by a maddening ordeal beyond imagining, the Shredder is a man out of time, betrayed by all around him, without the Foot Clan, and quite possibly insane. When one of his former Foot proteges forms their own rival clan with the infernal designs of New York, a recovering Shredder must quest deep into the criminal underworld, where enemies both old and new will discover what defiance will bring them at the end of Shredder's blades. Dan Waiters, the celebrated writer of Batman Dark Patterns, Nightwing, Lucifer, Six Fingers, and Homesick Pilots, teams with Michael Bandini, Batman Incorporated, Spider-Man City at War, to tell the rags to revenge story of the ultimate Ronin. Yeah, that's gonna be amazing. I would have put different stories for Dan Waiters in there because his Batman Dark Patterns is so-so, but man, he wrote an Azrael book that was incredible. It was so good. Six Fingers is supposed to be incredible. Lucifer, I didn't read. The Nightwing stories he told were great. So I am all in on the writer for this. I gotta look up Michael Bandini, but guys, Shredder, Turtles, I freaking love it. So, we've already talked about a bunch of the variant covers for this. There is a cover B done by Michael Bandini, which looks pretty cool. We already showed the Cal New. We already showed the Mateus Santiloco, and then that awesome DK Ruan 1 in 50. There is a 1 in 100 by a person's name I cannot pronounce, but it's okay. It's pretty cool. DK is the best. All right, guys, that is all the new number ones that I'm really excited for. There are others. Make sure you guys are going to League of Comic Geeks and also the links down in the description below to check all the books available on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. Make sure you're pre-ordering all the books that you want at that sweet, sweet discount. And now it's time to wrap this video up. All right, guys, we are at the end of today's video, and you know what that means. That means it's the end of the week. It's time for the weekend. So make sure you guys are compiling your Final Order Cutoff list. Make sure you guys are slipping that in either on Friday after 5 p.m. or maybe wait until Sunday night, and then you guys can hit that order to make sure you guys have all the books that you need. Now, if you guys have been watching from the beginning of this video all the way to this point in the video, you guys know what you are. You guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel so much. Now, if you guys look down, there's a little subscribe button. If you guys are not subscribed, but you enjoy comic content, especially new comic content, I'm just gonna say, what are you guys doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week. There was some big news. There was that whole PSA. They came out with their new labels, and they've already started grading books. What do you guys think of that new label? Should I do a video with my thoughts on that new label? Because that new label looked terrible. And I have my own thoughts. I can go way more in depth. If you guys want, let me know. Maybe I'll do a quick video next week. But that's going to do it, guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend, a great Final Order Cutoff. Make sure you guys get caught up on all the previous issues to the books coming out next week, so that way we can talk about it on Tuesday on the Wednesday pull list. All right, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.